On today's video, we're looking at two classic cartoons making their returns on home video with the Speed Racer Complete Series Blu-ray and He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Complete Original Series.
It's morphin' time!
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe!
Go, Speed Racer, go!
Hello, this is Soundout here, and you're probably like, why those two in the same video? Well, because they came out in the same exact day, and I have enough to say about Speed Racer that's more than a Blu-ray haul segment, but not enough to make a standalone video. So I will say there's probably more to say about He-Man than there is Speed Racer, but these are both like pretty highly anticipated releases, and I thought let's cover them in the same video. The Speed Racer set is notable because this isn't the first time that Speed Racer has been available on Blu-ray, but it is the first time that Mach Go 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 has been available on Blu-ray outside of a limited edition collector set. And so these are also being done by Shout, where the previous releases were done by Funimation. So we'll take a look at that. And then for He-Man and Masters of the Universe, this is the first time the Filmation show has been released on Blu-ray in North America, and it has been fully restored. So we got a lot to talk about with that. But both of these are very exciting, and it's very fun to take a look at these hot off the press, because again, they just came out this week. So let's get to it. If you enjoy Blu-ray reviews and other types of videos, hit the like button, hit subscribe and the notification bell, hit the hype button if it's available to you. We're going to dive into it. I'm going to start with Speed Racer, because it's kind of the easier one to talk about. Since we have seen this on Blu-ray before, it's more of a like, what's different than the previous release? Alright, so here we have the Shout Studios Speed Racer and Mach Go 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 Complete Series Blu-ray set. Now when this was initially announced, I was like, well, I already have Speed Racer on Blu-ray. But I wanted to wait and see because the discount and the runtime made it seem like, oh hey, there's a little bit more going on than just the original Speed Racer. Because yes, it does include the Mach Go 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 set as well. So for those unaware, Speed Racer is an English localized adaptation of the Japanese anime series Mach Go Go Go. Now Mach Go Go Go, of course, was done by Japanese anime standards of the time, which meant that it had a little bit more violence, a little bit more peril than what would go for kids' TV in America. So when they did the English dub, they did a lot of editing and censorship here and there to fit the TV broadcasts of the time. And this would be kind of commonplace for shows going forward with anime being brought over. So what's really great here is the fact that we got both. The only place you could have gotten Mach Go 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 previously on Blu-ray was the Funimation limited edition Speed Racer set that came in a giant creepy speed head. And then also it played sound effects and stuff. That included Mach Go 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 along with Speed Racer, along with one of the OVAs from later on. And that set, was kind of like oh, okay, well, they released Speed Racer on its own. They're clearly going to put out Mach Go 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 in the OVA later. And then they never did. So if you didn't get that big limited edition set, there was no way to get the Japanese version of the show. So for a lot of people that didn't pick up that set, like me, probably like, okay, getting this new set for Mach Go Go Go, which is pretty much where I'm at. So we have, what's nice, we do have two different cases here. It is two different case styles. I don't know if this is every copy or just mine, but you can see that this is like that Blu-ray style case with the little indent, and this is the smooth one. Does it bug me? Slightly, yeah, kind of. But I don't know exactly the production reason behind that. That being said, this is 52 episodes of Speed Racer across 5 discs. You can see the disc art is the same as the cover art, which I appreciate the cover art, since it is new artwork. Plus, you can see it does remember that the bottom half of the Mach 5 is blue. It's not white all the way through. That's a merchandising thing that kind of Mandela effect into it. But if you look at the original show, the actual animation, it is blue on the bottom. So it's nice to see that's the case. So we got about 10, 11 episodes per disc. We've got some really good artwork on the inside here. You can kind of see this one. I'm going to have to pull that out of the sleeve, because I can't tell. Is it blue? No, see, this is it's shadowed, but it's still white. So like this piece of artwork, it's white, but it actually should be blue along the bottom. But you can see there, we've got, complete series. It does have the Tatsunoko logo here, and then some nice artwork on the back. Not too many screenshots from the show, but mostly promotional art. It does have the Speed Racer 60th logo, because I do believe this is the anniversary year of Speed Racer and Mach Go Go Go. So then we got the Mach Go 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 cover, which is different. You can see the blue there. Nice spine, Racer X on the back, which is nice. I don't remember what he's called in Japanese version because I've never watched it, because I thought Funimation was going to release it. So this is, of course, 52 episodes that cost 5 discs. Different disc art here, which you can see does show the blue bottom of the Mach 5. And then here we've got kind of the supporting cast. And again, blue bottom on the Mach 5. Also, seeing the Mach 5 from the front is freaky, and I don't like it. It's one of those designs. It's like seeing Agumon from the front. It's like, that's not the angle that it was designed at. But yeah, so I think this is a good episode breakdown. 52 episodes across 5 discs is pretty solid. You're not going to have any compression issues. It's pretty safe, especially for a show of this age that it's at. And so this is really, really cool from a packaging presentation format. But of course, we need to take a look at the discs themselves. And what we also need to do, because I have this as an option, is compare it to the Funimation Blu-ray release, right? Because this was the previous release. Funimation put this out, again, standalone release, and then there's a limited edition set. This is 52 episodes across 5 discs. So this should be about the same, because, this only lists... Well, there's also had the mistake, is it listed Japanese audio, even though it doesn't have any, because this is just the English edited version. But this was the entire series. This is the entire series. This doesn't list bonus features. This didn't have any bonus features. So let's take a look. We're going to take a look, of course, at the Shout set, and then also compare to the Funimation to see if there's any presentation differences between these two in particular. So here we have the Shout Studios release of Speed Racer, the complete series. You can see you got disc 1, you got the artwork from the cover. We've got play all, we got episodes there, we got subtitles on and off, so that's your captions. Now let's just turn them on so we can have a point of comparison, and let's take a look. So you can see we've got, of course, they are captions, which means they do have, of course, sound effect descriptors, and that's kind of a general look at the visuals. And then here we go. So here's the episode itself. Video quality looks pretty good. This is a show from the 60s, so it's going to naturally be a little crusty in some spots. It's not going to be perfectly clean, but I think this is a pretty good transfer of it. Now, before we continue forward talking about the Shout set, I think it's good to go take a look at the Funimation set, and then that way we can do a couple little comparisons, get that out of the way, and then we can move forward to looking at the other discs for the Shout release. So here's the Funimation release of Speed Racer. We had a simple play all, an episode list, which pulled up an episode list. And then for setup, all we had was English audio and then English for hearing impaired subtitles, which is, your captions. Let's take a quick look at the video quality here. All right, so here's just a simple shot of the Mach 5. Let's compare that to the Shout Factory release. Then here's that same shot on the Shout Studios release, and there's our side-by-side comparing them. There you go. It's just, this one's kind of a hard shot to do. Let's do a different one. All right, and here we got a shot of several cars on the road. You can see there's a couple little, little spots, little things, but of course let's compare it to the Shout Factory release. And then here is the Shout Studios image of that same scene. I think it looks about the same. You tell me in the comments. This is very picky. I know I'm filming off of a TV, but this is, how to prevent copyright problems. But to me, it looks about the same. I don't think there's like any massive improvement, but there's not any massive downgrade either. All right, disc 2, basically the same layout. You got your same like episodes list and subtitles on off. Typical thing that we saw with disc 1. In case anyone was wondering, there is a pop-up menu like you'd expect for Blu-ray, so you can just jump to whichever episode you're looking for. Nice and easy, makes it simple. Disc 3, same as the previous 2, episode list, subtitles, same thing as we've seen for the others. This is pretty standard for Shout. It's kind of the same normal disc layout. It's cool. Disc 4, same as before. And here you can see disc 5, and just like advertised, no bonus features, which there wasn't any on the previous release, so that's not too surprising. Alright, so despite the different cover art on the case, the Mach Go 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 discs have the same menu design, with the same Speed Racer logo and the same thing saying disc 1, even though, again, this is Mach Go 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 disc 1. You can't see that, it's shadow. Anyways, point being, we got, of course, our subtitle on and off. It's defaulted to on, it's a Japanese show. Let's take a look. So video quality-wise, pretty similar to the English dub, which is not too surprising. There shouldn't be any discrepancies between them. You can see they did subtitle that is the Mach Go 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 logo is written there. And we do have song lyrics. Check that out, song lyrics. Love some song lyrics. See, they even have the little, music symbol to tell you their song lyrics. It's neat. So these subtitles here for the title cards. As you can see, the title cards are there. Subtitles written down there. Pretty standard for Shout Factory Japanese media releases. That's kind of the usual subtitle styling. Let's take a look at a little dialogue. So yeah, same subtitle styling there, but that is dialogue subtitles. I don't know how this compares to the Funimation release in terms of subtitle translation, but to take a shot in the dark, I'd say it's probably about the same, if not exactly the same. Let's rapid fire through the other 4 discs just for comparison's sake. Alright, so unsurprisingly, disc 2 just looks just like disc 1. Here we have disc 3, there's disc 4, and here's disc 5. Overall, it's bare bones, but it's serviceable. I mean, you've got all the episodes of both versions of the show. You've got captions in the English dub. You got subtitles for the Japanese version. It looks good. It sounds good. This is a good set. It's not got anything fancy, but it doesn't necessarily need it either. So Speed Racer on home media is a little bit limited because the franchise isn't like super deep. There's some spin-off stuff and some OVAs, but the main 2 things, we of course have the Shout Factory complete set of the English and Japanese, and we got the nice steelbook of the 4K of the movie. So that's what those look like together. That's basically my Speed Racer shelf, unless we get more of the spin-off stuff. But I did want to kind of highlight, like, you know, we have this set. I have the Funimation Blu-ray, but packaging-wise, the coolest one was this. This is the old DVD set, the complete classic collection of Speed Racer, which, as you can see, was packed in a tin. And this was the DVD release. Who did this? Lionsgate did this. Lionsgate used to have the sauce. They still kind of do. The Lionsgate release did have a history of Speed Racer, and then it had a making of Speed Racer The Next Generation, which was another spin-off show, and then episode 4 of that show was on the bonus disc. So yeah, that featurette's only on this DVD, and I think that Lionsgate got the rights to this because Speed Racer The Next Generation was the thing at the time that they got the rights to, and they're like, let's do the original. And they put out this cool set. I honestly, you know, this is one of those things of like, yeah, I don't need this DVD set anymore, but it's got a bonus feature, and it's got this Mach 5 tin. I mean, the Mach 5 looks bloated, right? Because it's like not exactly the correct shape, and it's white on the bottom instead of blue, but it's still a Mach 5 shaped tin. It's pretty cool. So coming at us from Universal is He-Man and the Master of the Universe, the complete original series, which is the original Filmation cartoon for He-Man on Blu-ray in 2 big old plastic cases, which is nice to see. So this set is obviously because we got a Master of the Universe movie in 2026, so they wanted to tie in. It was about time we did this, which is great. This basically replaces this thing because this was the previous Universal DVD set. The thing I find funny about this is the fact that it's thicker. It's always funny to me when this happens, but here's the thing. It's not a complaint at all. I just find it funny that this set is a little bit slimmer. And the reason why is because this DVD set, which, by the way, these are essentially the same contents. It's the 130 episodes of the show. You get Secret of the Sword and He-Man and She-Ra Christmas Special. You also get Power Grayskull, The Definitive History He-Man, Saturday Morning Legacy Filmation, Hope, Honor, Heart, The Original Origins of She-Ra, and Early Concepts and Illustrations. This bonus disc on this set and this set is the same contents as the bonus disc on the She-Ra set, which is kind of fun. They just basically made one disc for both. Hey, whatever keeps the price down, because honestly, like, the prices on these have not been too horrendous. Now, here's the thing. This one, the DVD set, was in an Epic pack, one of those removable ones. So you have on here, let's see, how many discs is this for context? This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 discs. And this new set is, let's count them, that's 6 discs, and then we've got 6 discs, so it's 13 discs for this one. So it's a little bit slimmer, but they put them in 2 separate boxes, which I actually really appreciate because, boy, do I hate stacking discs on top of each other. Will I accept it if that's how it's released? Sure. If I had a preference, yeah, I don't like this. This is messy and hard to deal with. So there's that. But basically, they just kind of replicated the same contents of that for this. But then, you know, I kind of like the packaging a little bit more. I like how it has the cast of characters on it. But yeah, you can kind of see that, like, it's basically the same. But, of course, this show has been fully restored in HD. And I've heard very good things about the transfer. And of course, we're going to take a look at the transfer and compare it to the previous release. Nice shot of He-Man and Battle Cat there. So you can see we got Season 1, Disc 1, Disc 2, Disc 3, Disc 4, Disc 5, Disc 6. There's room for an extra disc back there, because it's the type of case they used. But we do have a booklet. You can see the booklet here. Power Sword on the back. It's got kind of like a nice little excerpt from the He-Man and She-Ra Complete Guide to the Animated Adventures book, talking about the show. And you can see we've got everything broken down across 6 discs for each season. So it's about 11 episodes per disc. much like Speed Racer, actually, now that I think about it. So you can see we got 12 discs for that, and then one bonus feature disc that contains both the movie, the special, as well as the bonus features. So pretty straightforward. In fact, I think that's the exact same booklet design as the DVD one, right? Front cover, yep. All right, open it up. Excerpt from book. Yep, look at that. Episode list, literally the same, except for the DVD, of course, was 7 discs per season. And then the bonus features say disc 1 and disc 2, where it's 1 disc here. So we've reduced the disc count, but basically, they've reused a lot of assets. And you know what? That's totally fine. I legitimately have zero problem with that. Also because this set is running about $40 on average, at least US price, for 130 episodes plus 2 movies and bonus features. Now, I do not know why it comes default with the bonus disc as the first disc in the Season 2 case instead of it being back here, and I'm going to move that myself later. But out of the package, like fresh, opened, that's what it did. Sure, whatever. The packaging is not really what we're here for, obviously. The question is it worth upgrading from your DVD of He-Man to your Blu-ray? Now, of course, if you never bought the show, yeah, I'd probably say go Blu-ray, but as we do on this channel, we're going to take a look at the discs themselves, take a look at the menus, take a look at the features, and of course, I will compare between the DVD set and the Blu-ray. Alright, so for He-Man, let's start with the Universal DVD. This is the DVD release. For setup, all we had was something simple, captions for the hearing impaired, which is nice. And of course, kind of a blurry menu because it's a DVD. Let's take a look at the episode quality because this is what we basically have had for the longest time. My God. I was just looking at the Speed Racer and that was so beautiful, and this is crunchy. You can't tell, actually, through the camera. I can tell in motion. Let me show you something better. Hello, artifacting, ghosting, every possible video error possible. Yeah, this looks nasty. This looks straight up nasty. I'm going to try to get a better color shot because these early shots are it's dark, so you can't really tell. But I really need to get something closer. Ooh, there we go. Everyone is blurry. I don't know if the camera's auto-correcting for this, but this looks legitimately passable for the time, 20-something years ago. But clearly we can do better, right? This is... So we can do much better than this DVD set. Let's see what the Blu-ray has provided for us. And here's our Blu-ray menu, looking insanely similar to the DVD menu, but looking nice, sharp, crisp, full widescreen. So we have, as you can see, a list of episodes, and it's got 1 to 8, and then you click, where are we at? The More tab, and then there's 10 to 11. Now, I'm not going to complain because this set is pretty sweet, but could you just shrunk the text a little bit? Just feels like you could fit it there. Anyways, setup menu. Naturally, we have our subtitles for hearing impaired, our captions, all that. But it literally is the same menu design otherwise. Let's take a look at how the show looks now. Even the piracy warning's in better quality. From the jump, this is better. Watching this logo come in without all the ghosting and the artifacting and the blurriness was really, really awesome. Let me show you something better. Remember the craggly rocks where you couldn't see anything? Boom. Clarity, detail, depth. It is fully restored. I know that a lot of work went into the set, and the people that worked on this have talked about it, that it was a process, but look at the result. Let's take a look at that Skeletor shot again. You ever look at a show so long in a poor quality format that when you get it in good quality, it almost looks wrong? Yeah, this is what we got here. This is spectacular. It reminds me of the Gundam Blu-ray remasters where it felt like someone had a piece of black plastic film on the TV and you just peeled it off and you're like, oh, I can actually see everything now and I can see all the artistry, and then everything is sharp line, nothing is blurry, nothing is washed out, the motion is clean and crisp, it looks incredible. I argue, and I would say this is probably accurate, this probably didn't even look this good back when they animated it. This is close to what I would say the actual cell animation, but the cameras at the time weren't producing it at, broadcasting it at the quality because the process that it was done at and because of the technology we have now to make this happen. This looks phenomenal. Like, this looks so good that it kind of gives you a new, like, eye on the show. It makes the show look better than it did before. And it's really impressive just from the jump. Also, we do get a pop-up menu here, which is nice. So you got your episode list. Let's go get that He-Man transformation. Let's see how the He-Man transformation looks. So another nice thing is that Chapter 1 of each episode is the intro, which means if you skip to Chapter 2, it picks up right where the episode left, or the intro left off, so it goes all the way past the credits, which means if you're binge watching the show and you just kind of want to get to the point, you can just click the next chapter button and boom, you're in the episode. So as the most reused piece of animation in the entire show, there's the transformation scene. Looking pretty great. Now, I would like to go through every single disc of this, but the result is probably going to be the same exact menu about 12 times. Let's jump to the bonus features disc and talk about that. All right, we're making a pit stop at Season 2, Disc 1, so you can see the actual art is different here, which looks nice, and then once again, every episode has been beautifully restored. Doing 130 episodes is a ton of work, and I have to commend all the effort put into this set because this is absolutely incredible to see a show like this, and a show as old as this, restored so beautifully and lovingly. It's really nice. So here's our bonus disc. You can see you got the group shot there. Secret of the Story, got the Christmas Special, got the Power Grayskull. I believe these should be in HD. Let's take a look at the bonus part. All right, the Power Grayskull documentary looks pretty solid. Let's talk Secret of the Sword. So this is our only appearance of She-Ra stuff is on the bonus disc, but it's kind of giving us a look at what it could look like. Secret of the Sword is a full-length movie, which introduces She-Ra and her world, and it has been given the same restoration treatment as we saw for the series. This is looking pretty spectacular. Like, it's once again, it kind of feels like the black film has been pulled off the TV kind of look. It's restored, it's bright, it's colorful. It kind of is coming back to probably what it was always intended to be, which was very vibrant, which is what this show is, and what the DVDs haven't always been. Look at She-Ra on her horse. It looks great. It looks really, really good. Now, interestingly, on this disc, there's no pop-up menu. The pop-up menu button just takes you back to the main menu. And here we have the Christmas Special, looking just like the movie, just like the show. It's looking pretty great. Like, this is a really great restoration. And now that this is done, this could totally be reused for a She-Ra set, right? So they did a great job with the transfer and the upgrade, but how does this look on your shelf with your other Masters of the Universe sets? Well, we have the DVD set for She-Ra, which doesn't match anymore, clearly, because it's a DVD set. Now, I have heard, word on the street is that we are getting a She-Ra set to match this, which would make sense. They made the bonus features disc, He-Man and She-Ra, yet again, just like they did. I actually did like the way these DVD sets looked. Just like they did with the DVD set, where the bonus features disc contains stuff for He-Man and She-Ra, as well as the two crossovers that would be important for both. They put the same disc in both boxes. This disc having the same features says to me, yes, we are getting She-Ra, because then they can just reuse that bonus disc. But yeah, I did kind of like the way these two looked. Nice and shiny as well. But the Blu-ray, of course, is the upgrade. So if you're looking at your current standing, there's that. I don't own the New Adventures DVDs. They came out a long, long time ago before I was into He-Man, so I don't have those. I've got the DVD set for Mill Creek's DVD of He-Man and the Master of the Universe 2002, which we will be talking about again soon because there is a Blu-ray of that coming out, I think in October. We got Master of the Universe Revelation Revolution there, and then we've got He-Man and the Master of the Universe Complete Series there. So in terms of your Master of the Universe shows, there's that. I would like to see the Netflix series get a Blu-ray upgrade because we're getting a Blu-ray of this, and we're hopefully getting a Blu-ray of this. I hope we get a Blu-ray of New Adventures, or at least a DVD reissue. I just like New Adventures to come back out again. There's the 4K of the 87 movie coming out, and there's the 4K of the 2026 movie coming out. It's a very good year for Master of the Universe on home video. And this set's just kind of the start of it, because we don't even have the 2026 movie on physical yet. Soon. We will have it soon. But yeah, this is more and more to come. So I'm looking forward to talking about the 2002 show, since I think that's the next major thing on deck. And that is exciting times. So the general home video market might be in a weird space right now, but we're still in a space where we can get a really nice Speed Racer set that contains the English and Japanese versions in one package, and a very nice upgrade to a Filmation cartoon from the 80s which is beloved, but, you know, it's not something that, you know, as a company, they could say, yeah, well, we have the DVD and we can sell that forever because we already have it. But no, they actually decided to invest in upgrading it to Blu-ray, and I think that is fantastic, and I hope we see more of that, because there are a lot of shows that can be upgraded, and it's time to do it. And if it's not going to be a big publisher, like Universal did this themselves, but companies like Shout, companies like Arrow Video, companies like Discotech, or some of the other new smaller labels, like, those are the way to go. License your library out if you don't want to put it out yourself. That's the way of the future. So anyways, on that note, if you enjoyed this, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate that a whole lot. Have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments section down below. Also, if you want to continue the conversation, join our Discord server using the link below. And you can join as a channel member, get perks like early access to videos and special shoutouts. Let's get some special shoutouts to our channel members. Special shout out to all of our channel members, including Captain Tier, Spin-54, Forever1000, Master Ben 95, Veloquins, Mr. Smelly Potato, Patsky Woodski, Alice James, Dr. Grid, RKA7, Alexandru King, Zero, A Familiar Stranger, Winnicus Nepomonicino, Melanie Jackson, Tokutaku Gangshi, Shadowmaster 420, Taran Thomas, and Jamie's World. Thank you all for your support of this channel, viewers and channel members alike. If you so wish, I'm on social media on Blue Sky and Letterboxd at Soundout12. You can find Marvel Graphic Designer on social media and Discord at DarkClaw643, and you can find Hero Club at hero-club.com for entertainment news and more. And until next time, this is Soundout saying, I have the power to drive really fast.